Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
That's right. We're back. Get used to it. It's only been a week, but I was gone for a week. I was on vacation.
Didn't we do one last week?
We did, but there's been 2 episodes of Gen V.
Son of a bee sting.
And you haven't even watched the other one. That's right.
I've been busy. Radio's busy. Hockey's busy. Radio is busy.
Anyway.
Yeah. That doesn't count as singing.
It does.
No, it doesn't. We haven't sworn yet either.
If anything, that's a jingle.
Then it's not singing. That stuff
Have
is...
to take it up with the you-know-who.
The guy upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't know his name either. Dennis something. Dennis something? Yeah. Dennis from Always Sunny.
No, that's not Dennis.
Am I the Messiah?
Am I the Messiah? I don't know. I
saying
could be. I'm not
Jesus?
ruling it out.
That's Dennis.
It's actually Charlie, by the way.
Really? Yeah. Huh. Oh, fuck you.
Does that count as a swear if it's a drop?
No.
I think it should. A minute and a half.
I don't believe so. In
well,
fact, I am
you don't believe in anything, buddy.
Oh, that's not true. I believe in kindness and compassion. I believe the children are our future. Treat them well and let them lead the way. Let them all see the beauty they have inside. Give them a chance.
Hey, you want to get a copyright strike? Because that was beautiful.
Fuck.
And they're going to think that's the real thing.
Shit.
They're going to think we just played some music.
Because the greatest.
So, yeah, we got a couple of shows to cover. And then
I thought you said we had like shows. I'm like, I'm not prepared to play live.
we got 4 comics to cover as well. Yeah, it's gonna get real. First up, and I know we're gonna spend a lot of time having conversations.
We need a
about
fucking
this,
cowbell,
but
dude.
Before we get into any of that,
Yep.
Long.
Ah, fuck.
It's a long box.
It sure is.
Yeah. You should start, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my hat off because
too much pressure.
I don't know. When you wear like a hat and glasses and stuff, and like headphones, it's really not. It's not conducive.
It's not optimal.
It's not conducive to having.
It's not what you want.
If you want to not have a headache, it's not conducive to that state. All right. It feels like somebody's just crushing your skull, just little by little.
A little bit. I'm sorry. I coughed right into the mic. I apologize.
Apologize.
Will you focus?
My long box this week.
What do you want to
is
talk about?
Naked Gun
Sure.
with Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson, Paul Walterhauser.
I don't know.
Phil Walterhauser, the dude who played Mole Man.
It's Phil, I'm pretty sure.
Paul. Pretty sure it's Paul.
Well, fuck you then. I'm trying to help you out.
I'm Tyler. That's Jake.
That's a fucking thanks I get for trying to help you.
Lee Pace also plays a henchman, and he's really good. Pretty much everybody in this movie carries it because the most important thing about spoof movies is that you have to play it straight. Like you can't ever really wink at the audience because it doesn't work.
Well, that's what made Liam Neeson so great.
Right. Well, anybody
He's
who
such a
saw
good dramatic actor.
anybody who saw How to Die, A Million Ways to Die in the West, knows that he's got comedic chops. Anybody who watched the Lego Movie, the first one, I think he's in the second one too. A little, I don't know, but his voice. I mean,
yeah, because he does multiple voices.
He's clearly he does his parents. Oh, hello, son. Yeah, of course.
That's the good cop, bad cop stuff.
He's clearly like a fun guy, and he's willing to poke fun at himself, or he's willing to whatever. Look silly for a joke, and that sells it right away. Pamela Anderson is still just smoking, and one of the greatest things is she like doesn't wear makeup like the entire movie, which is awesome. I mean, in a couple scenes, But in general, like, she has been a big advocate of not wearing makeup or wearing as little as possible. Like, not being more natural with your look as you age.
Yeah, aging gracefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's just still like, oh my God, I still love you. Anyway, but she is hilarious. She kills it. The guy who plays Ed's son is really funny. But what I was saying to you is, like, within like 5 minutes, I'm already peeing my pants. I'm rewinding bits to watch it again because I'm laughing so hard, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's so, like, I just got to watch it one more time, you know? I don't know if you do that with movies. If there's something that either makes me feel something or that I laughed at really hard, sometimes if I'm watching it at home, sometimes I'll rewind it really quick to watch it again just to be like, oh my God, that's just great. I want to just burn it into my brain. And there were a lot of moments like that, a lot of sight gags. If you've seen the movie or if you've seen the trailer with him in the little girl's outfit, the disguise, okay, right?
Yeah.
So the movie starts off and it's a bank heist. And all these cops are outside, and oh my God, and nobody let him in or out. Oh my God, you know, and all these people, right? And this guy goes in and he steals something from a safe deposit box, and I won't tell you what, because it's very important to the story. But they're all outside of the thing. They got their guns drawn, the cops, and this little girl with a lollipop just goes skipping along. They're like, "Hey, little girl, stop!" And she walks in, right?
Yeah.
And this cop, one of the guys puts his gun to her, and he pulls it up. He's like, "What do you want, little one?" And he pulls the set off, and right there, you're like, okay, there's already been a couple of jokes. I won't tell you what, but right there is like, okay, this is where you make it or break it for me. If this is not extraordinary, this whole scene, because of the way it's starting off with, which is kind of cheesy, right?
Yeah.
But it's also funny as hell because you're expecting us to believe that he can fit into that little costume, right?
Yeah.
And it delivers with flying colors. It delivers so fucking hard. It hurts. By the time the name of the movie comes up, I mean, I've already like had to pause it and like chill for a bit because I'm laughing so hard.
You got to stop because now it's you're gonna overhype it.
I'm just saying.
It's not gonna live up to.
I'm just saying it was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Everybody killed it.
That's the thing I struggle with.
That's your problem, man. No, if you're listening to my, you know what? I'm giving my review. If you're listening to my review, and you're like, oh, I can't watch it now. Well, it's gonna be like The Wire and Happy Gilmore 2 and all these other great projects that I've seen that I love that you just won't watch.
No, I do. I do want to see. No, I just joke because I always try and find a balance on the long box of like, how much do I want to talk about? Because I feel like if I talk about it too much,
I don't want to talk hardly about it at all.
Yeah, right. Because you don't want to spoil the gags. You don't want to spoil the jokes. But I've heard good things about it.
Everything
I
told you about is in the trailers. But there's subtle moments that just make you laugh if you're paying attention and you're just like, okay, that's like, I can't even tell you like any of the jokes because I don't want to ruin any of it for you. But there's just little moments where you're like, I caught that, or ooh, good one, or like in the background there's like a sign, or like somebody walks by, or like, just shit, just stuff. There's a running gag that I can't tell you about that goes on throughout the entirety of the movie to a point where you've forgotten about it. And then it comes back in the most glorious manner possible. And you're like, oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I can't.
And, by the way.
Look, does it have its flaws? Of course.
88
It's produced
minutes.
Yes. It's produced by Seth MacFarlane, so there's a lot of poo-poo jokes, of course. But not as much as you might think, A. And B, the one that's really, you've seen the clip of him having to take a dump. And he's driving. I won't go into it any more than that.
It's a body cam joke.
I will say this. That is about as blue humor or as, poo-poo humor, scatological humor as it gets. And
I'm a scat man.
But it's actually really, really funny. So, yeah. I liked it a lot. I highly suggest it. If you have Paramount, it's free right now. Well, it's not free. You pay every month.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it. I know it's on Paramount Plus, so I've been meaning to check it out.
It's. I finally sat down and I was like, okay, I got myself a pizza, like a little mini taco pizza, and then I had some like movie theater butter popcorn in a bag. You know, I was like, I'm gonna watch a movie. I'm gonna treat myself to a movie, and that was it. And it was really, really funny. I really liked it. I am very proud of all the people involved. It's also Akiva Schaffer, so he's one of the Lonely Island guys. So it's basically like Family Guy and Lonely Island making a movie. And they definitely give mad props to the first, but also make it their own. And it's really good. I'm really, really pleased with it. I'm really, really, really happy with it. And I couldn't be more pleased about the time that I spent watching it, the time that I spent thinking about talking about it on the podcast. I'm trying to see how far I can go before you go, okay, shut up.
Yeah, I'm just going to just see how long you can go, too. I was like,
we're just kidding. Oh, so I broke first? Fuck you.
I almost got entranced.
We were both. I know. I was like, I don't know if he's still paying attention or if he's just stroking out or
yeah, what is he?
You were just staring at me like no trace of a smile. Usually I can get you to smile at least, and I'm like, all right, it's working. Nothing was working.
Nothing.
Oh, the time I spent thinking about talking on the podcast?
The void of space is where I'm staring.
Douche.
Because I'm talking about Necrocheck. It's a book
got me.
I've been reading.
So don't forget, Naked Gun on Paramount Plus.
You fucking dirtbag.
Highly recommend it.
You fucking nut.
What a dick. Okay. You aren't even finished with
I'm just
it, man.
over halfway done with
That's
this
good.
thing.
No, the print is pretty small, I bet her. Those books, like, you forget how small the print is, and it's like 680 pages, and you're like, it's more like 1,040, because, like, the print's really fucking small.
I'm the kind of, like, so it's not, once it gets, like, well, the book that, Jonathan Mayberry does it. By the way, this guy, he's got, like, hundreds of published works. Like, it's crazy. Like, this guy's written a ton of books and stuff. But what interested me in it was it is, like, this Lovecraftian cosmic horror, but it also has it's very much like this action sci-fi thriller. And has like genuinely like creepy weird moments, but it has aspects of cosmic horror that I think are really cool, but also like crazy intense gore and action. And yeah, it's a fun read. I'm a little over halfway through the book, and I think the thing that I have been most impressed by is its pacing. Why I read over 100 and some pages one day. I was like, oh wow, I can't believe I actually like just sped through this because it's just paced well. I think it is funny that like he clearly has to convey the science across and has to kind of really explain things to the reader, so it's done in like info dumps. But this guy is clearly
You can do that in such a way that's like
it's still entertaining. Yeah.
I don't know if you read Dune.
No, I didn't actually.
Dune is a really good does a really good job of distilling shit to you without really too much exposition, but more through the story. And they do have like every chapter starts off with like a quote from a particular book.
That's very very similar to this because it's broken up into parts, and each part has a quote of some kind.
I don't mind if an author takes like a chapter to like tell me what the fuck is going on. Like, hey, here's a little history lesson, right quick.
No, I do appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
because
I don't
explain-
mind that at all.
Like this book has to, the whole thing is it talks about the reason they're on this station is because they're trying to use what they call a warp line gun, which is like essentially teleportation. And the way that teleportation is described later in the book is done in such a way that's an info dump, but it's done in an entertaining way where you, the reader, kind of, if you're not familiar with this, are having the same reaction as the characters where you're like, oh shit. Where you realize teleportation isn't really what you're doing. It's transpositioning.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're doing is taking that to send it to another distance, you have to tear it apart atom by atom and duplicate it in the other location.
Yes.
So what happened, something malfunctioned, and instead of ending up on Jupiter, they end up on the other side of the Milky Way galaxy.
Wow.
And that in alone is terrifying. But then all this other stuff happens. They start to learn more about what the title is, the Necrotech, where it's these mechs that can only be operated by the dead. And there's a lot of like, it's such a weird blend of a book, but it's such an interesting blend of this hardcore like alien style story, but there's also on top of it these themes and these overarching themes of like what cosmic horror deals with, of like how significant are we when we face the idea of the vastness of space,
right?
And like all that stuff. And it is funny though, because like when I try and explain it to other people, so especially a book like this, I do have moments where I'm like, what am I talking about? Why do I like this so much? Because it is horrifying and it makes you think in a bigger scale. But it's also kind of interesting, the themes that they're trying to go for with this, and what is the afterlife and all this other. It's like
I've read a couple books where like people get stranded like really fucking far away, like the other side of the galaxy, and it's like just alien. Like everything is so alien, everything is different, like everything, and like I don't mind that story if that story is done well. Hats off, man. I'm glad you got a book you're reading.
Yeah, but it's a fun book. I'm excited to
Fun?
finish it.
It's horrifying.
Oh, it is. It's extremely horrifying. Especially when
books don't terrify me anymore.
Excuse me. Especially when you get to the part where the aliens
start eating them.
They start turning them into like meat puppets, essentially.
Oh yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Because it starts to like talk about like we are endless, we are the legion, we are the like they're talking about like the vast ocean of space, and that shit freaked me out. I was like, but it's so good. But yeah, I recommend it. It's for spooky season.
Spooky season.
Yeah. So let's get funky with it.
There's a bunch of costumes in Naked Gun.
Oh Lord, Julian.
Me again.
It's a hunger world. We're gonna talk about the Peacemaker finale, Peacemaker season 2 finale. So I want to get in front of this before you fucking filibuster.
I'm not gonna filibuster on it. I don't want to be a dick.
I was a little let down by this episode. I am in the camp that didn't really enjoy it as much. I think there are some legitimate, like, interesting reveals in where the DCU is heading and what they're trying to set up.
Yeah.
But
with the prison.
Yeah, but again, it did not feel like I don't know. I feel like this season could have taken 1 or 2 more episodes to really flesh itself out, because, or maybe longer I don't know. I think they should have spent more time in Earth X. I think that they should have really played that out more, of him trying to have that perfect life that he wants and coming to realization of what's happening and what's going wrong. I think they could have kind of pushed that a little bit more and done more with that. And I don't know. It just, I don't feel like Peacemaker is the avenue to set all this shit up. I feel like Argus, like I said before, Argus should have had their own show. Instead of doing a Waller thing, why aren't you doing an Argus thing and doing it all with that? Because really, what was, like you were saying, you kind of had a point. What were we doing with Peacemaker? Why was Peacemaker in this at all? Really? Because his arc ends. And then we kind of just tag it on later of, like, him, like, coming back and setting up checkmate. And, like, apparently, according to James Gunn, that's where that episode ends. And it's like, and then we get what really happens. We get the extra, the tagged on ending. On one hand, I can understand the Salvation Run is cool, and I kind of like that concept. But what are we doing? Maybe you were right all along, and like, what were we really doing here? Because I feel like he was going somewhere with trying to run that storyline of Chris getting the perfect life.
Sure.
And cut that sooner than it needed to be. And rearrange things so he could set up all the shit with Salvation Run and what they're going to do with the DCU and all that other stuff. Is what I think.
I don't know, man.
But I can kind of understand where other people feel, where it kind of felt like a letdown. Maybe he did get overhyped for some people. Maybe that's what
I
it was,
remember
but
going into it and being like, okay, so I liked the last episode, so I think this episode, I think I happened to catch a clickbait article about Deadpool.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw anything like that.
Yeah.
So I was pretty excited. I was like, I don't know how they did that, because legal rights and shit like that. It's completely different companies.
Yeah.
So I went into it, no shit, waiting to see something. Waiting to see, something.
Yeah.
Something. It was just really fucked up shit. Like, hey, here's a dude's face getting eaten off. And then here's people like, it's not funny because people are like freaking out about it. And like, then we have like Rick Flag Sr. and like all these dudes doing like coke. Are they doing coke?
Okay, so
what is going on in there?
So Rick Flag's arc has been kind of the weirdest.
I don't care about him, honestly. At this point, I'm just like, you're just kind of a fucking chode, dude.
I think that's what he was always meant to be. I don't know.
I guess.
But and somehow Rick Flag Jr. was better than him. I don't know. I don't know.
I give it an F. I'm sorry.
So but I will say this though, like, clearly this was a character-driven season, and I think there's some like legitimate character payoffs at the end.
Sure.
And I think the whole point of that whole thing was to obviously set up the Salvation shit later, but I think it was to try to be like the disillusionment they had with what Argus was doing. But why was, I don't know, because maybe he felt like he won. Because I think Rick always had the plan to put Peacemaker in that planet, so I think he was like amped up with the idea that he's finally gonna get this guy or something. I don't know, but it just seems like his character arc kind of went like a little wonky in this last episode. But I guess that was just showing that like maybe that was Lex. I think is what they're implying is that was just Lex Luthor's influence and working with Lex and Lex's people. That's kind of what's corrupted Rick. I don't know.
One of the funnier moments is Economos trying to tell a joke.
That was really funny.
That was really funny. And the end of the episode where he just tells the whole thing, and then that lady just starts laughing really hard. It was funny. It's like, what is going on? It was painful to watch. It's good though. Kept it rolling. Yeah, so I don't really care. What's up next for the DCU?
You don't want to talk about Salvation and all that? The implication of a literal prison planet.
Escape from the... No, again, I don't know what they're doing. What's next in the DCU? Again, what? Green Lanterns? What is it? What's up next?
Lanterns, I think.
In
And then
spring?
Supergirl after that.
When's
In
Lanterns?
the summer. I want to say in the spring, yeah.
And then Supergirl
Soon,
next
probably.
summer?
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you doing, James Gunn? I guess. I mean, no. I'm serious. You know, it's very already. It smells like Snydery in here. It's a guy who's in over his head and he doesn't know what I don't know. I don't know if you know what you're doing, man. And I do not. I love John Cena too. I know you want your wife to have work. I love all the actors in that show.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think you have a plan, and I really kind of hate that you're out there thinking, talking like you do. So I think you're just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, and reveling in the praise when you get it, and fighting back against the trolls when you get them too. I don't know, but it's as content. I need to see you evolve, man, as a storyteller, and I haven't. And this has been like, when was Guardians of the Galaxy first one? That's the first movie of his.
2014. I think.
It's been like 10 years, and you're still telling the same kind with the same.
Well,
give me more.
I think for you, I think you really liked what he was doing with Superman, and I think
I did,
and I think you're
because that was a departure,
and I think you're probably, and I think you and I both are probably gonna like what he does with Man of Tomorrow. I'm interested where that goes, but
Woman of Tomorrow.
The Man of Tomorrow Superman? Is the Superman sequel, yeah. And I'm interested to see where that goes, but it's just like I think that, and I can appreciate that Peacemaker was always a passion project to him. Yeah. And he does have. He said there are plans for this, and he definitely has plans for Chris Smith and what he's going to be in and with Salvation and how that's going to work out. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be. I don't know. I still trust the plan. I still trust there's something going on. But
when he was like, well, phase 1 is called Gods and Monsters, I'm like, that's the vaguest fucking thing I've ever fucking heard. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, and then he actually tried to explain it, and I'm like, you made it even worse. I have no fucking clue what you think you're doing, but I think you're just spitting shit to keep people off your back until you fake it till you make it. I don't know. What kind of a plan does he have? I don't think he does. I think, like Marvel, everybody knows that the whole, Sam Jackson thing tacked on the end was a joke, right?
Yeah.
And it blew up, and people were like, well, shit, we got to do this. And then Iron Man. And,
we have all these properties.
Exactly, yeah. Right? So we know that. I'm not saying that anybody has to come in with like a clear, well-defined 5-year plan. But when I hear that your first project is an animated series called Creature Commandos, which is wildly R-rated, followed by Superman, which is just just north of PG-13, just a little bit.
I mean, you can watch it with a kid.
It's definitely a kid-friendly movie, right?
It's a family movie.
Followed up with a wildly R-rated Peacemaker.
Right.
Followed up by a probably...
Well, Lanterns is going to it's going to be more adult.
R-rated Lanterns.
And Clayface is going to be R-rated. Supergirl will be a PG-13 for sure.
Explain to me why the fuck there's a Clayface movie or project anywhere when you have that fucking Plastic Man movie that's been sitting on the shelf for decades, which we all know is going to be hilarious. I'm serious. Give me that movie. I can't remember his name, but the guy who
we don't even know when Batman.
John
is ever
Raphael.
We don't know when Batman is going to show up. We don't know what that's going to be.
He's shown up as a cameo in Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
But I'm letting Matt Reeves. I liked it when he was like, "Hey man, you know what we're never gonna see on screen again is Bruce Wayne's parents getting murdered and Krypton exploding or whatever." Like,
yeah,
I applaud that.
Yeah.
I do, but there was something about the way he said it that was just like, I don't think you're trying to be like, hey, we don't need to see that anymore. I think you're trying to be like, this is my sandbox now, and these are my rules type of shit. And it was like, oh, fuck. Great. So now Metamorpho has a weird green baby for no fucking reason, and he's a giant pussy. Like, I don't, like, no, I'm fucking serious, dude. Like, you got Guy Gardner right.
Oh, my God. Stop, because now you're gonna do this whole revisionist shit on Superman as if you didn't like that movie.
I did, but at the same time, it's like there are elements of it that I didn't like.
No, I think you are just look. It's fine if
I'm
you
James
don't want.
Gunned out.
It's fine if you didn't really like this season. It's fine. Personally, I prefer the first season to this season. I think this season has really good moments. Has some really funny sequences.
I think first season was best too.
Better.
Better.
It's okay to admit that it just wasn't your thing, man. It just what you weren't vibing with it. And I think that's mostly because you were in the same boat where I was, where you really liked Superman and what they were doing. And
I think it's a giant mistake to not bring in your own Batman. Fuck what Matt Reeves is doing. Let him be an Elseworlds Batman. Who cares? Or tell him he needs to bring him in. Either way, you need a Batman in this universe. You need a Wonder Woman. You need to figure out what the fuck you're doing with the Snyder people, if you're going to have them in or not. Stop dicking around. Give me a Martian Manhunter movie. Give me a decent Green Lantern movie or show. Stop dicking around, James. You're dicking around with Peacemaker and Creature Commandos. And it's like, give us what we have been wanting and begging for decades, is a viable rival to the MCU that has cohesion, good stories, good directing, good acting, top-notch everything. Give us that. You haven't given us that yet. And tell me if you think he's given us any sort of cohesion yet other than Rick Flag Sr., which, by the way, I've had enough Frank Grillo, so thanks. I don't need any more. He's been in all three projects, which he's the glue. Great. Couldn't it have been Guy Gardner? Because he's great. I mean, Nathan Fillion, awesome. Just. But no, tell me if there's cohesion other than that, right?
I think there was cohesion towards the end of Peacemaker season 2 towards Superman. Mm-hmm. But that's the most cohesion I've seen, is having like Slither show up and explaining the portals and how they work the same way and how they work in Superman.
Yeah.
So there's that cohesion. But
Sure.
Again, I think I just preferred what that first season was, and
I hope that I am wrong. I hope that I am just being impatient.
I think we're gonna see more. Yeah, I think we're gonna understand more with Lanterns and Supergirl, and how that works in Man of Tomorrow and how that goes forward. So should be interesting. I'm excited to see where it goes. Still, even though this season wasn't exactly what I would
wanted. I'm excited for the Lanterns show. We will go see Supergirl in the theater.
Sure.
Damn right. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Don't cry.
Okay.
Don't you cry tonight.
All right.
I still love you, baby.
Beautiful.
Fuck.
Can't stop thinking about you. Gen V. Episode 6.
Yeah,
because
I didn't watch.
You red bastard.
You're a rat bastard.
You didn't watch episode 7.
You didn't watch episode 7. You didn't watch episode 8. You did. Sorry. I thought we were playing a game.
So,
Next up
a
is 9.
singing game.
Next up is 10. You didn't watch episode 11,
Wow.
12.
Are you
34.
done? Are you done?
No, I'm not fucking done. Okay. Gen V
Tyler.
episode 6.
Calm down.
Come on, Tyler.
Ew.
No.
I know.
Jeez.
Your face. What? Anyway.
So, I really liked it. My problem, and it has nothing to do with the creators or the quality of the episode. I have the fucking tier where there's ads, so I tend to mute. So for the first part of the episode, the lip sync is perfect, and then I mute the commercials like on the first commercial break, and when I come back, I unmute it, and for the rest of the show, it's just slightly off enough that I'm like it's annoying.
I had some. That's weird because I had some
Have you had that issue?
issues. Well, I never did the mute thing. I noticed there were a few times. There was once in one of the episodes where the sync was off a little bit. That's weird.
Maybe it's not just me. And
yeah,
I mean,
I'm wondering if
my
other people
TV's
had
an
that
older
issue.
smart TV. I mean, it's very. I'm not blaming anything to do with Prime or any of that stuff. I'm very whatever. That is a minor thing because I really liked this episode. I think the guy who plays Cypher is again just fucking top notch.
Chug your soda over there, jeez.
And here's my hot take.
Oh,
Cypher is not Cypher. Okay.
yeah.
The guy in the hyperbaric chamber is Thomas Godolkin. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Because they met with Stan Edgar.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Hang on, we will. But the guy in the hyperbaric chamber is Thomas Godolkin, and he's the soup. He's that powerful guy. And he's the one controlling Cypher. He leaves the original Cypher, his consciousness in that old dude. And he uses that body to go out and do his nemesis-ness shit. And you noticed it when he was giving him things, when he was giving him exercises, and then at one point he just slaps the shit out of him and then he goes back to it. It's because he switched it back. Because he's a masochist. Godolkin. That is who is the real mastermind behind this entire thing. He's the guy who's like the powerful soup controlling everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I saw it when he was doing the exercises, and then he got that call,
Yeah.
and then he flips out, and then he slaps the old dude a bunch, and then he immediately stops and goes back to whatever. I think he reverted for a second so he could slap the old body because he hates his own body, obviously, and then slap back in. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's my hot take, is that the entire thing has been Godolkin from the start through Cypher, kind of, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's how he's still alive and why he's still alive, really. And why also Cypher doesn't look horrified while he's doing all of these disgusting things with this disgusting old man who's covered in scars.
Yeah.
It's gross. Washing his balls and shit. That's why he doesn't look disgusted, because he's like, well, it's in my own body.
Well, so you and I have
What?
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
You've kind of seen the 7th episode, most of it anyway.
Oh.
You kind of nailed it.
Yeah.
Don't
tell me anything, okay? We're just talking about episode 6, but
there is a twist in 7 though.
well, then don't tell me anything else.
I won't.
Episode 6, I was glad to see. It's always good to see when Giancarlo Esposito shows up. I fucking love that man.
And the way that they kill off the Viking dude with
Yes!
Victoria's kid,
yes,
that's awesome.
it got a little excessive for a second, and then I was like, that guy was a dick.
Yeah.
I liked Sam coming through for him.
It was great to see Sam Edgar come back.
Yeah.
And also kind of see still his ideas of like, oh, I will take control of that again. I'm like, but who cares at this point?
I'm interested to see what happens with obviously Marie and Kate. I think it's interesting. I'm looking forward to. You're just.
How does episode 6 end? So I don't blur it with 7.
She's leaving and Kate runs after her like, "Hey, you can help me fix my powers," and they walk away together.
Yeah, a lot of shit happens in 7.
I'm aware of that. Well, see, here's the thing.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I don't want to spoil it.
I don't want you to, but here's the thing: is that it gives you a thumbnail of each episode, right?
Uh-huh.
So I have 6 and 7 already. And so before I even watch episode 6, I see the thumbnail for episode 7, and you know what it is. It's Marie and Kate standing in some fucking bushes together. Now, the last thing I saw was them, like, saving Annabeth. And then what do they do next, right? So already I know that they get out.
Yeah.
At some point. And that they're together for some reason. So before I even get to episode 6, I already know that's... You know what I mean? So do better, Amazon. Do fucking better with your goddamn thumbnails, please. For God's sakes. Don't give away something that... Because, by the end of it, I was like... When she was walking through the gate, Marie, I was like, where's Kate? Kate's got to show up because I saw in the fucking thumbnail. And then Kate shows up.
Yeah.
If they meant it to be like dramatic or like surprising, I wasn't. No, it's a slight. Honestly, it's such a slight deal. But I really enjoyed. The episode. I'm excited to see where it goes, and clearly, yeah, Maria is like the most powerful. Yippity skippity. Dippity doo.
Rabba-da-da.
Rabba-dee-dee-da. Yeah, no, I mean, look, after a while, you just, you start just blending everything together. Yeah.
Well, it's hard for me because I actually watched the 2 episodes.
Oh, well, fuck you, bro. Do you want me to take my headphones off and go fuck myself while you review episode 7? I'll just be off in the corner fucking myself. Hey,
just ramming my head against the wall.
When people say go fuck yourself, they mean it. Go fuck yourself.
Get out.
All right.
Like that one episode where
Here's
she
the
makes that
diagram.
guy fuck the lawn. No.
Oh, God. No, the best part was later on in the episode, or was it the same episode where the callback where the guy is he's
talks about his dick being raw.
the flashback where he's setting up the house at first.
Oh yeah, and he has the lawn gnome.
It's a housewarming party or a gift, right? Isn't it?
It's something it's very distinctly shown in a flashback to make you remember that guy fucked.
I love that there was a callback to it that way. Like, nice. But there was a part where she's like, "Is your dick raw?" Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny. Yeah, I'm very pleased with the season so far because it looks like if they're smart, this is the last season of this.
Yes, because this is supposed to lead into the end of the boys
season 6,
5 is the end,
which will be the end of the series. So, look, man, I just.
Well, how do you feel? So, how do you feel about the fact that they set it up to make it like they built it all this season. Now they finally say it outright that she is as strong as Homelander.
Yeah.
I think that it's a red herring. I think that she is powerful. They clearly show how powerful she can be,
right.
But I still think she dies in the end. I still think Homelander kills her.
I don't know what they have in store because
I don't know how she plays into the end.
Every
of this.
time
or maybe Butcher kills
every
her.
time I've tried to, like, guess where they're going.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, oh, well, you're being really effusive about Gen V, but you kind of fucking hate James Gunn. Like, well, sorry, okay? I know it sounds bad, but No, every time I try and guess where they're gonna go, I'm completely off the wall.
Yeah.
Although it sounds like I wasn't, and we'll get there. I'll watch season 7.
Yeah.
Episode 7. Very excited to see where it goes. Very excited to see the boys. Season 5.
I just realized something about how well written the show is. Where I realized I'm like, oh, that's the payoff to that. Okay. And then I'm starting to connect some dots in my head.
Because Gen V, when it first started season 1, you're like, oh, what is this? It's just some sort of spin-off that has nothing to do. You know what I mean? Not really. It's just a satellite. But what we're realizing is that Gen V season 1 and 2 is a great way for the boys, the makers of the boys, to give us some exposition with a really entertaining show.
Yeah. And I think that I really do enjoy the culling or talking about like the kangaroos and then culling the herd and like all that stuff with
good job, Polarity. Yeah, fucking of course Cypher is just scary as shit in this one too again. With the whole slapping but good job, Polarity, for fighting through it.
I can't wait for you to watch 7 because they do a lot of interesting things with his character in the next episode.
Look at me right now. Do you think I'm ready for episode 7?
I'm glad you pointed that out on the audio format.
I'm not asking the audience to look. I'm telling you to look.
Yo, I think you're ready, brother.
Yeah. I'm just saying because my beard is especially red today.
It's a red herring.
Boom!
Hey!
Boom! Time for a break.
The drop. Before we do anything, we got to do the drop.
I could write a book about what you don't know.
You're damn right.
Almost appropriate. It's not quite that, but
it is 80s
cartoon.
I want to listen to this.
Let's go check it out.
Cold Slither by Image Comics.
So,
Cold Slither.
Quick question for you.
Yeah.
So, I know you're gonna give me some backstory on it, but anyway, probably. But are you familiar with the episode that this whole comic book is kind of referenced, or the whole comic book is going after?
Oh yeah.
So, I love the fact that
it was one of the
they
best
made a whole
episodes.
comic book about a fake band in G.I. Joe.
It's like Spinal Tap almost.
I am a sucker for like the idea of actually developing a fake movie.
Yeah.
Like, because I love it when there's a fake movie inside a movie. Yeah. I love the idea more if they're like, all right, well, what if we actually do make it into a movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love that they kind of went with that with this comic book. And it's a one-shot, so you can just shit. Excuse me. I'm just trying to see how long I could make noises before he pays attention to me. I
don't know why you're freaking out. Are you alright over there?
Yeah, I'm good. You're just skimming through the book, I think, to try and catch up. But essentially, it's I figure you hadn't read it in a while. It's like a behind the music kind of style. So it's a documentary.
The cartoon episode was Zartan and the Dreadnoks started a band called Cold Slither. And they and they control the world.
Well, Cobra used it.
Yeah. And it's a forgettable episode, and it's really very campy and really ha-ha.
But I love the idea of this one because the setup is it was successful, and Cobra won. He's the president.
It's very serious. And here's the thing:
Cobra Soda.
It's very true. Yeah, Cobra Soda, Florida. It's very true to the comics or the action figures and stuff. Like Larry Hama made all these characters up that. Buzzer is from England, not Australia. He went down there, but he used to be a professor. And he got disillusioned or something, went to Australia and ended up becoming a dreadnought biker dude.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that he went back to that. Highly recommend it. Tim Seeley, Juann Cabal, and Rex Lucas, which it's fucking perfect.
I looked up the song. So I looked up the episode and just got a clip from the song.
Yeah.
And those really are the lyrics from that song. And I love the fact that the ending of it just kind of makes it even like classically silly, like G.I. Joe story.
Yeah.
Oh my God! When they did the part where and anyway, they got replaced with boring music, and it's just a bunch of commandos going G.I. Joe a bunch of times. Fun book. Recommend it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's leading to anything or whatever. I don't really read the G.I. Joe books.
It's a one shot. I think it's
fun.
It says in it.
It's a cool callback. Yeah. So there's that one.
No, we're not gonna do it for each book. I was just kidding.
We can. I feel like we got the drop. Let's use it for sure.
I can write a book about what you don't know.
Let's move on to a book that I didn't really vibe with like at all.
Really?
No.
This is Spirits of Violence #1.
I like Robbie Reyes. I love Danny Ketch, Johnny Blaze.
I like the concept. Like you and I even pitched on
Right.
this show the idea of multiple ghostwriters,
Right, but
and all this other stuff.
Here's the problem, and where is he? This fucking so stupid. This asshole.
Oh, you know what I love? How not at all confusing it was when Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze were fighting at the same time.
Oh,
usually
Vengeance. This fucking dildo right here.
Purple flamed dude.
Dude, okay, look. That guy was a product of the 90s because Ghost Rider wasn't Ghost Rider-y enough. You see all the bones around him?
Yeah.
See how stupid fucking looking? He's got like curved horns and shit and tusks. Like, shut the fuck up, 90s. Go away. Like, that guy should not be like a thing at all. Like, and the art is just so, I'm sorry, it's so weird. Like, that. I don't know. Those don't look like real people to me at all. Like, I know that it's comic books, but
Yeah.
it just is weird. Like the movement of the characters is just like nobody stands like that. Like most comic books have a sense of realism to them. This one didn't. The art to me. And again, you got fuck faces like Vengeance showing up again. Like, go away, dude.
Yeah.
It's a very complicated book about Barbara Ketch and blah blah blah, and they got to go after her, and she turns into the something with the thing and stuff, and Helverine's involved. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, Helverine shows up at some point.
Please add more if you want. Sorry.
No, I didn't mind it. It's not like something like, oh, I have to read the next
Cover's
part.
pretty fucking dope though.
No, it was. I'm not gonna lie that it was fun to see like Helverine fighting Vengeance, and it was. But like I said, I was confused at one point because over the years they've had a similar design. Generally, it's at some point Danny Ketch has a blue flame, so you can distinguish him from Johnny. They don't do that in this book, so I'm like, wait, what? Who's? Oh. And then
I did like the double page spread where they explained about the spirits of vengeance or the spirits of violence, I guess. What the difference is between
and how the spirits are tied, how the hosts and the spirits.
Because the last time I saw Danny Ketch, okay, I don't know what Robbie Reyes, apparently his uncle or something. I don't know that story, but
yeah, I don't really.
Danny Ketch, when I left, they were still like Johnny Blaze was not a Ghost Rider. He was just a dude with a shotgun. And he was trying to tell Danny to give up Zarathos.
Yeah.
But apparently that was never Zarathos. It was a different spirit.
Yeah.
So, because Blaze got infected again with Zarathos.
Yeah.
I fucking don't care, dude.
I love that it's Ghost Rider. I love that this whole fucking just because this is how Marvel works and DC works and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's all just the same thing. It's all just it's just like Venom. It's just like symbiote. So it's like everybody's got a fucking
that Vengeance idiot is literally like the Ghost Rider from the 90s, like amplified by 90 times. If you get what I'm saying.
You don't forget. Need we forget? He's getting attacked by the son of Wolverine, who's also Helverine. Apparently.
I gave you guys a pass on that shit, but you brought Vengeance back. You can't make up a better. I did like the Indian woman who was like the spirit of violence. I've seen her before, or him. I don't know, whatever.
Point is, I don't think you're that. I mean, it's just like, I guess we do it for the show for material, I guess, but because so many of these books have similar.
We're usually pretty effusive about the books that we talk about, and there's that word again.
Yeah, big words.
Somebody knows the word effusive.
Someone using a fucking dictionary.
Why don't you effuse this right up your butthole?
Oh.
Sorry.
Yowzer.
Well, I figured somebody was getting mad at me. I wanted them to have a voice. I wanted them to have a voice. What if everybody's got the choice?
Wow.
I don't know. So.
Next. Oh, you okay?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I could write a
Oh,
book
yeah,
about
okay.
what you don't know.
Tell me about it.
Tell me about it.
Tell me about it. Absolute Superman all in 12.
Yeah, Absolute Superman number 12.
Stop singing.
For people that try to make out what he just said.
So
Jason Aaron and Rafa Sandoval, I believe.
And Ariella. I'm not gonna say Ariella. Not gonna say Ariola. Stop singing, Tyler.
You made a whole song about not singing about it.
Jason Aaron, writer. Rafa Sandoval, artist. Ulysses Ariella, colorist. Becca Carey, letterer.
What if it really is pronounced Ariola?
Well, Ariella then. So we start off, and we see Ma Kent, and she's in the memory care unit, and she's going like.
We left off at issue 11
Yeah.
with him escaping the captivity
Yeah.
of Brainiac.
And she's all like, "Hey, he's coming back!" And they're like, "What? Who's coming back?" Yes,
panels.
just really depressing.
You find out she has dementia.
Yeah. So then they show up, and they're all like, "Hey, we're back, and Saul's back, and he's there's a flashback where he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna die." Or whatever, I'm just going to stay up here. And they're like, no, you can't do that. And Saul's talking to him and stuff. And then he goes away to somewhere where he can help. And that's where he first deals with Lazarus. And he understands like that he's got to step up.
Well, it's all about him. Also, the flashback.
He's becoming Superman.
That and his idea of him feeling like he's alone.
Yes.
Even though he's still, and they touch on it later in the issue where it's like he always had Saul.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. But like I love the idea of him taking a bath as him diving into a volcano.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. But that's kind of neat. Solitude.
Oh yeah, the Fortress of Solitude. It's Saul. He uses Saul's dust to freeze. Like he punches the ground and freezes it, and makes that his little tiny Fortress of Solitude. Yeah.
So
cool.
then all the people like, all the people in the restaurant like popping out with their stuff and being like, "Hey," and it's all menacing, and then like, "Oh no, we're here to help you."
Yeah.
Like no, we
they,
like
they
what
make
you
it
do.
seem like they're gonna get into a fight, and they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna."
It's pretty cool.
You helped.
Yeah.
You helped Superman. Like he's our hometown hero.
Yeah.
You know.
So he goes back to.
I like how she also says, "How do you know about us?" And she's like, "It's small town. It's even in the name." Like word gets around fast. I was like, "Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny bit." So yeah, Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane meet up with Superman eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Cal. You can call me Kal-El of Krypton. And I kind of just this is an entertaining issue. It is setting up what's ultimately going to be the end of this, where like because we see Ra's al Ghul's moving troops into Smallville, and he's trying to quarantine Smallville off.
So the battle
to evoke him turning into the demon that he needs to be.
It's an interesting way that he's broken this up, because this is the Battle of Kansas Part 1. It's issue 12. Like,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I am a big fan. Take your time, okay? I'm a big fan of doing it at your own pace and the pace that makes the story work the best. And I think he's done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But, it's just kind of odd to me that, like, I mean, the Battle of Kansas,
We've been talking about that for like 3 issues now.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is that Wonder Woman, I know I'm not trying to compare, but Wonder Woman had no problem wrapping up everything in 12 issues pretty much. That's a nice, good boom. Give me a trade paperback, boom. I'm definitely reading number 13. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just babbling.
I do see.
smoking
Yeah. Well,
shit
it
out
also
of my
says
ass.
Saul Part 1. I was like, what?
Part 1 is Saul.
Yeah, it's
called
Battle
Saul.
of Kansas, and it's like, what the fuck? But regardless, good issue still. It does a good job of giving us a little bit more backstory, but sets us up for what's to come, and I think moves at a good enough pace that I'm not really bothered that it's a little bit more of a backstory issue.
No, and Absolute Superman has done a really good job of doing those flashback issues that make it Absolute Batman, which we're about to do number 12, but Absolute Batman, I've forgiven him the filler issue because it's still a solid fucking book overall.
Yeah.
I too think that 12 is setting up 13, which it isn't because I have 13. I brought it here, but regardless, that's not the point. I just, they've all done a good job of pacing for the most part. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a really solid issue, and it continues again the Trinity.
Hopefully, we will get the actual battle
the
next
Trinity
issue.
continue to be the best books in the Absolute line.
Yeah.
Right now, all right, here we go.
I could write a book about what you don't know.
Let's get to the last book of the night.
Absolute Batman number 12 by Nick Snyder, Bill
Scott
Dragotta,
Snyder.
and Dave Martin.
None of those names. That's Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta, but
Frank Martin. Nick Dragotta, Scott Snyder, Bill Dragotta.
we got pro wrestler Dean Malenko in there.
So last we saw, Bruce broke out of
That's a random
Arkham
name.
on the back of Waylon, who is King Croc, who is this gigantic crocodile thing.
Killer Croc, but yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "You saved me," and he's like, "Yes, now you saved me."
Yeah, he
Kill
wants
me.
him to kill him essentially because
Yeah.
what life is that? They turned him into this thing, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, Batman refuses because he doesn't want to kill his friend, you know. And this issue is, I love how at this point of the series, it really is just, you wouldn't think that Scott could surprise me. Or you wouldn't think that I was like, oh, wow, I really thought I knew where this was going. But I truly, I knew at the end of the last issue, I'm like, okay, we're clearly setting up, this is how we're going to develop Batman's Rogues Gallery
Yes.
for this. Like, that clearly is what they were going at the end with Bane, showing him showing up with his friends. So I knew that was going to happen. But I would have never guessed what he was going to do in this next issue, because it is it is brutal.
The way that so he says, kill me. He's like, I won't do it, and he's like, I should have left you in that place, and he flies.
Yeah.
He flies. He swims away.
So then Bruce goes back to society essentially. So he catches up with Alfred, and he kind of that's when he starts to find out about, then he talks to his mom, and then that's when he starts to go to the hospital and see what happens to his friends. And Penguin was like horribly, he broke every bone, they said.
Okay, so he gets to
Right.
he gets to the
hospital.
to his mom, and they get to So okay, so
he
they
meets
broke
up
nearly
with
they broke
Gordon,
nearly
too.
every bone in Oswald's body, some in multiple places, but somehow they did it in a way that missed each vital organ. It was precise, surgical, cruel beyond measure. If Oswald lives, he'll be almost 2 feet shorter, and his hands, his feet, it'll be hard, Bruce, a life of constant pain.
Yeah. And then it shows, he took Harvey and burnt half his body and like fractured his skull even, like stomped him into it. Like this book is, I love that Snyder again. Each issue is like, how much hardcore can I go? How much further can I really push this? We also find out in this issue that Batman has the venom pumping in him, and it keeps like fucking with him. Like occasionally he'll just be like and get like a surge or like a seizure type thing with the venom. Okay, so what happens to the Riddler?
Get out of here!
Bonkers.
If it's any consolation, though, I only hate you half the time.
Yeah, because Harvey
it's
is like,
Two-Face.
yeah, this is your fucking fault. You did.
Oh
this.
yeah, dude,
You
Eddie,
brought this on
Holy
us.
shit!
So he ripped out his eyes, and oh god.
It only took him
you
a
have the
minute
book.
to beat me, and before I knew it, he was shaking my head, slamming the front of my brain into my skull, the frontal lobe, the part responsible for intelligence. Bang! It was wild, Bruce. Like bang. And suddenly facts became questions. Bang! Questions everywhere. And he's just like sticking wires into his own like.
He looks like Brainiac in a way.
Yeah, he's like sticking wires into his own skull.
Old head, and
holes.
he doesn't have eyes, and you see
He's-
like the wires and the blood. Like this is a hardcore book, man, and I love it. I love it.
His brain's exposed. Ugh.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, no.
It's a
looks
horror
like
book.
Looks like he challenged you too, Bruce. So riddle me this: what are you going to do about it? So there's a flashback about something else, and he's talking to Alfred about what are they gonna do, and Alfred's like, you got to do what you got to do, blah, blah, which is getting tiresome kind of. And there's a breach.
You gotta fight.
There's a breach. We gotta fight. And oh my god.
Oh,
and
the splash page of them back to back, him with the gun and him with
let's
the
bloody
hand.
give it to him.
Yeah.
And then I thought Alfred's dead, but obviously he's not, and it's fucking Catwoman.
It's Catwoman.
Catwoman.
She's got a helmet similar to Black Mask, but it's got fun
Ooh,
cat
cat
ears
ears
on it.
on it. So what's really going on? Nobody knows. Everybody wants
We also
to.
had flashbacks of her and Bruce.
So we
trying to get.
We somehow missed Deadpool
Waylon.
Batman.
I don't care.
We're gonna hopefully get Batman Deadpool. Gives a shit.
Batman Deadpool and Deadpool Batman. Get both. Cause fuck you.
Fuck you, consumer, you fucking chode smoking butthole.
You rat bastard.
What do you have money? Give it to us. It's not yours anymore. You're not supposed to have money. We're the
Give me the rest of your money.
corporations. We're supposed to have all the money.
You like that?
You want to eat? You work for us.
That's them punching you
We'll
in the
give
mouth.
you just enough to eat. Not enough to pay your rent, though.
Yeah, brutal issue, by the way.
Brutal.
Love
Fucking
it. Love it.
issue, bro.
All right, you done.
Brutal issue, bro. You're done.
So I also love the fact that he's making like Bane the big guy until the big bad for this whole thing. Like Bane, like I'll give him props. I should have just trusted.
Well, they do refer to
Look,
him.
I was never a fan
Like,
of.
do you think
I was,
he'll let
well,
you go?
Here's the thing. I was never a fan of the rogues being his friends at first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and you could probably, I mean, shit, this is our 12th review of this book. I'm sure you could go back to other issues and find me saying that, like,
What the fuck?
I'm sure this will make sense eventually.
Yeah, or
But I'm not a fan of this
You could
right
probably
now.
hear me going, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
And
Because that's one of my favorite
and I-
questions.
look,
What are we doing here, gang?
I'm still wasn't a fan of it, but I'm not too proud to admit I really like how this was set up, and how this was done.
Mm-hmm.
Where, yes, Bane did these horrible things to them, but these rogues are still a consequence of his actions. Because even Two-Face says it. It's like, yeah, this wouldn't have happened to us if you didn't fucking become Batman. If you didn't bring all this to us.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And so, yeah, I'll admit when I was wrong, and I got to trust Scott
Good
Snyder.
for you, buddy.
But, yeah, it's a really, really good issue.
So proud of you.
I am finding myself kind of where you were with the first arc, where it's like, how much more extreme can we take this? before this gets really unbelievable.
What?
Some of the stuff in these books, like the
yeah.
the level of violence and the level of. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's like you're almost wondering like how would he top this, or how is he going to top this? And if the leaks of what Joker is supposed to look like in this book are true, what the fuck? He is going for it.
Not looking at it, and I'm still not finding it because I don't want to find. I want to be completely just taken aback. Here's the thing: is the Absolute Batman Annual will have 3 stories by 3 different creators, and one of them is Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah, his art's gonna be great.
So fucking
with
great.
That Batman.
Right, with the big old fucking axe. Okay, so I just
I don't know, buddy.
I don't know, buddy. Look, this book is just really good, and I know we've talked about, like, you know, Peacemaker with the violence where, like, he's getting his ass kicked by Rick Flag. Okay, that guy's dead, right? Like,
oh yeah, there's a few times in this book in previous issues.
Of
where
course,
like, yeah. What would we? Yeah,
but you know what?
Fuck it.
As much as I kind of have had issues with Dragotta's art for different reasons, mainly human faces, like all the rest of it, I love. But for some reason, his faces just look weird to
and
me.
he does a really good job of making shit look grotesque and gnarly. And
that works because it lends enough of a cartoon quality to it that there's nothing
it's stylized. Yeah.
Stylized, yes. There's nothing in me going like, that can't happen.
Yeah.
What?
And you kind of just go for the ride where you're like, theoretically,
yeah,
he shouldn't be alive, but that's fucking insane design for Riddler. Like,
but I'm gonna buy it. I don't care. I'm buying it and I'm eating it up and I love it. Keep giving.
Oh, you can't just drive an elevator shaft like it's a car. Fuck yeah, you can't.
What do you mean I can't twist and turn with a giant axe head on my fucking chest?
He just fucking kicks open the door. You know who I am? I'm fucking Scott Snyder. I can do whatever the fuck I want. He's driving an elevator shaft.
What do you mean my cape can't be
all right.
malleable and...
Listen to me. Nick, listen. I got an idea. The symbol is an X. That's really stupid. Hear me out. Fucking pitch.
No. Nick was like, tell me more.
And you know what? Me, when I read it.
Glad we're an audio.
You know me when I read it?
Oh, yeah. All right. Where is the lube? All right.
Where's the lube?
Light some candles. It's time to get loose. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.